Morning, morning, morning. What's up, America? It is I, Ali Mehdaoui, with another class that is going to go down in history. And today is Tuesday, and you know what Tuesday is? Library Tuesday. I see you, James and Virginia. Good morning, good morning. Periscope, if you're joining us for the very first time, or if you have been joining us, you know the drill. Do me a favor, swipe to the left if you're an Apple, or swipe up if you're an Android, and hit that share button to your Periscope, Twitter, and Facebook followers. And also, don't forget, see those hearts that are coming out in the corner like that? If you tap the screen, you're going to see these hearts that are trickling up. That's telling us we kind of dig what you have to say. And on Facebook, hello, Miss Vanessa Jackson from California, or wherever you may be right now. Thank you for joining us. Good morning, everybody. On the very bottom left, you're going to see that little plus sign. You can actually add individuals to this generic coaching. And then on the right, you see those little reactions. So don't be afraid to let us know that you dig it. Ali here. I've been in business for the last 7 years. I've built businesses and networks and different platforms and different companies in 6 countries, 27 states. And I've put a book together that's coming out on July 25th that I'm super excited about. And I'm focusing now on helping entrepreneurs to become success stories by increasing their sales, increasing their skills when it comes to branding and marketing as well. Happy Tuesday, Mr. Paul. But right now and today, I'm going to give you the goodies when it comes to Library Tuesday. So Library Tuesday is focused on books, clearly, right? And the one thing that I can share with you, everything that I am in the business world, everything that I have learned in a major part of it is books. I continually read. When I'm in my car, I listen to audiobooks. When I'm in the gym, I have audiobooks in my ear. When I'm sitting at home, I'll put my Apple TV and I'll let YouTube just play seminars from Les Brown or Zig Ziglar or Bob Proctor or Tony Robbins or whomever, and I'm continually feeding my mind. I'm continually feeding myself, because you need food, you need nutrition for your body. So does your brain. You need healthy nutrition. So you can either feed it with garbage and negativity, or you can feed it with positivity. You can give it the right information for it to operate on a positive fashion, because whatever goes in will come out. Whatever you eat, obviously you become it, right? If you eat healthy, you're going to be healthy. If you eat bad, you're going to be your body just naturally react. So whatever you're feeding your mind, it automatically makes you who you're going to become, from an intellectual standpoint and from a business standpoint specifically as well. So in marketing, network marketing, or in business world in general, you want to be an attraction piece. You don't want to repulse people or turn people off, but you want to attract them. How do you do that? Just read books, man. Work on yourself all the time. Develop some good habits. And, when people say I don't have time, I say wake up early. When people say I can't wake up early, I'm like, well, go to sleep early. When people say I can, I'm like, well, you know what? You're right. Because he who say he can and he who say he can't are usually both right. So you just have to design your life the way you want it to be. And I don't have anything against anybody, but as long as you're happy with what you have going on, good for you. But I'm here to tell you that there's always a little better that can happen, right? A little more that you can get out of life, a little greater things that can come to you. And no change automatically means no change. So do something better, different, to make that change that you need. And today, like, no more excuses. Let's do it today. So let's, I picked a couple of, I actually went to Forbes list for the top 10 books, business books of all time. So you can check it out. Just Google Forbes top 10 business books. And I took just 5 of them that I'm going to share with you today, that I actually added to my cart. And, I kind of just get a little bit of an idea of what they're about. And I just wanted to share that with you as well. So the first one was actually the number one. Was Rework, Why You Don't Need Outside Investors to Succeed in the Business World, by David Heinemeier. And that's called Rework. He's explaining in this book, from the reviews that I saw, how the masses think, well, I need resources from time, money, tools, whatever the case may be, in order to be successful in a business. Well, he's talking about how you can utilize ingenuity, you can be creative, and you do not need anyone's money. You do not need anyone to work with, for you, hold your hand, or anything like that. So I'm definitely going to check that out, because if I can learn all his tricks that he's taken a whole lifetime to build, and I can read it and all of a sudden I absorb it, you know how much time I'm going to shrink in terms of my learning curve in the business world? The next book is Inbound Marketing, and that's by Jerry Mills. The review talks about how you should stop pushing sales, which we kind of know, but I definitely was intrigued by how he put it together. Stop pushing sales and start pulling customers. Stop pushing sales and start pulling customers. And again, inbound marketing is clearly about attraction marketing, and that's in the business world that we are in right now, in the profession that we are in. We depend on attraction. We do everything that we have to do to attract people to want to connect with us, who want to work with us, who want to get involved with us, who want to buy our product, service, or whatever it is that we do. So definitely pick that up, inbound marketing. The next one is Awaken the Giant Within. I actually read that. Is the Guidelines to Concentrating Thoughts and Emotions by Tony Robbins. Everybody knows Tony Robbins. If you don't, you really need to go to YouTube like today and just click hit Tony Robbins and get lost in all his videos. So that's Awaken the Giants Within. He teaches the difference between affirmation and incantation. Affirmation and just speak it out loud. Incantation, is to actually demand it with your body language, with every little bit of energy within you. Meaning that before I get on the call, I'm like, I'm about to kick some ass and getting all excited and going and energetic and ready to rock and roll, baby. Let's go. I am the greatest. I'm the best. I am the baddest that's ever done it. Right? That's incantation. That's to actually, within everything in your body, you're ready to rock and roll and conquer it with every energy that you have within you. Affirmation is just to say, I am great. I am happy. I am positive. I am awesome. Writing it down, right? Which is still great. But, that takes it to a whole new level. And he explains the logic behind it. He actually puts it in such a perspective that makes sense. So if you, as a human being, understand things, you automatically starts to apply them. That's why most people don't apply certain things, because they don't understand the logic behind them. The next one is Outliers, which is the truth of the struggle before success of the richest in the world. Like, you hear a lot of people, they talk about, their success stories, and they talk about, how they came from rags to riches and whatnot. But this one actually really goes in depth, in detail, to how they got themselves out of certain situations, how they made that turnaround, how they got that breaking point where things have changed. So I definitely want to also learn their secrets. As I always talk about, books is the guideline in shrinking that learning curve, right? Why do I have to figure it out myself while I can just get the blueprint from somebody else and apply it? I said this weeks back, and I don't know where I heard it or read it from, but in every single business book or personal growth book, there's a hidden treasure map. You just have to read the whole thing to find it, right? So there's always a hidden treasure map. And I truly believe it. The next book is The Dip, as in dipping, right? The Dip is about the temporary setback and how you will actually get back stronger and better. So in business, we have the highs and we have the lows. This is the dip. So how do you get yourself out of that dip, or how do you minimize the dip? Because it is a natural law in the business world, in life in general. You have ups and downs, right? So when you go to the dip, naturally we think, my God, I'm losing momentum. But what we don't understand is, in that dip, that is the defining moment for something great to just take that curve and just launch right back up. So anytime you have that dip, recognize as an opportunity. Oh my God, after the dip, there's usually the rise. So capitalize on that so you can make it the highest rise possible. And trust me, there will be another dip. It always will be. It's just the nature of the beast. So make sure that you are picking up this book, The Dip. The next book, which I'm very passionate about, it's called The Lion Network Marketer. That's going to come out July 25th. You can actually, if you haven't yet, go to either my website, MehdaouiEnterprises.org, or thelionnetworkmarketer.com. Thelionnetworkmarketer.com. And you can get a sneak peek chapter so you see what the logic behind the book. And basically, what the book is about, a lot of people think like, whoa, lion and network marketing in the same sentence. Get your head out of negativity. This is the most positive thing I've ever put out. It's just bold and blunt and in your face. And it illustrates how network marketing is a profession. It's not a gig or a hobby or a get rich quick. It states all the facts right. The second thing it does is it illustrates how the truth is good enough. The truth is good enough. We don't have to hype it up. We don't have to exaggerate. We don't have to say, oh my God, I'm in a unique company. If everybody is saying it's a unique company about their own companies, doesn't that make us all the same, right? So just stick with the truth is good enough. Last but not least, it illustrates how leadership is a required component, how being coachable, how actually doing certain requirement is imperative that for you to have. Miss Vanessa Jackson, is it possible for me to pre-order the Lion Network Marketer? Yes, indeed. The LionNetworkMarketer.com. After you get the sneak peek, it gives you the option to pre-order it if you want to. You're not going to receive it until that week of July 25th, or probably a couple of days before, but you definitely can. But thank you for asking. So I put my heart into this book. I've literally wrote it as a message to the 24-year-old me that started in this profession 7 years ago, almost 7 years ago now, that I did not know how big of a profession it was and how it is an actual business. It's not, sales, right? There's sales and there's marketing, two different worlds. And if you don't understand the difference, you are lost, my friends. You got to make sure you understand marketing is attraction. Sales is literally going hardcore to get monetary transaction for a product or service right away without needing to attract anybody. Thank you. You're the best. Also, just remember, on July 23rd, I am hosting the Mehdaoui Enterprise Empowered Self coaching seminar, and we're going to have Kevin Marino, $1 Million Earner, Bob Heilig, the most talked about business coach right now, John Melton, recruited over 1,000 people in his network marketing profession over the time, Nadia Melton, who literally is training on major independent stages with Darren Hardy. She was in Grant Cardone's office, and yours truly. I'm going to be there as well, where I'm going to teach you a cookie cutter, ready out of the box system model where you can turn your little home-based business from the living room to a multi-million-dollar operation, to have your own payroll system, web designer, everything in-house, so you can operate as the product. Instead of, you having to go sell or market something else, you can literally become the product itself, where you can possibly have a book in the future, where you can have coaching programs in the future, where you can have so many different things. And I'll give you all that on July 23rd. So you can actually go to, so if you're on Facebook, you got to look at this one, because see, it gets flipped on Facebook. So you can go to empoweredself2016.com or MehdaouiEnterprise.org for more information. And for you, Periscope, empoweredself2016.com or MehdaouiEnterprise.org for more info. So let's put it like this. All right, you can take a screenshot of that. You can take a screenshot of that. And we'll be back here tomorrow. I'm actually going to New Hampshire today. Newark, New Hampshire, Boston, and then back again to New Jersey tomorrow. So I like touring. I appreciate it. So what I can tell you is this. Tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Facebook and on Periscope, we're going to have Momentum Wednesday. And if you know Momentum Wednesday, we bring it in, we bring the house down, and we rock and roll. So I can't wait until tomorrow. Thank you for all the love, all the hearts. Make sure you share this with everybody in your groups and your team. As you know, this is generic. We don't talk about any product, service, or company. So love you all, and hasta mañana, baby. See you guys later. Ali the Busboy is out.